Hey everyone, it's Mystery Josh, Mystery J, and I want to talk about something that is very common in this generation, something that I'm guilty of, and that is giving ourselves time to succeed. We put our success in a time frame. We put our success in a time frame. Why do we do that? Why do you put your success in a time frame? Why do you give yourself time to succeed? Why? You don't get to decide when you will succeed. You don't get to decide how long it takes. The process is the process. The process is different for everyone. It's different for all of us. You don't get to decide when you succeed. You don't. But what you do get to decide is how hard you work. You decide how much work you put in. You decide to show up every day. That is up to you. You can decide that. You decide when to show up and the work you put in. Yeah, you decide that, but you don't decide how long the process takes. You don't. You're not God. You are not God. You don't get to decide that. You can put your success in 6 months. I saw a guy on I saw this guy on YouTube. He said that he's gonna give himself 6 months to 6 months to succeed. I'm like, you're gonna give yourself 6 months to succeed. Why? Why would you give yourself 6 months to succeed? So if you don't succeed in 6 months, then what? Are you gonna kill yourself or what? Are you gonna what? Like what? If you don't succeed in 6 months, then what? Then what? He made a video saying he's gonna give himself 6 months to succeed. I'm like, why? Why 6 months? I mean, are you dying? Are you dying of a disease? Is that why you're giving yourself 6 months? Why 6 months? Why not as long as I'm alive? There's always a chance. As long as I'm alive, I can change. Why not a lifetime? Why not give yourself lifetime to succeed? As long as I'm alive, I can always make a difference. I can always change my life. As long as there's breath in my body, I can make a difference. Why not give yourself that kind of a time frame? Why does it have to be 6 months? And that's the 6 months time, the 6 months time frame. Oftentimes you see it on social media where we say if you lock in for 6 months, you know, don't talk to no one, ignore your family, go into isolation mode and lock in for 6 months and you be successful. That's not true. You can lock in for 6 months and see no results. You're still in the process. For you it's not 6 months. For you, it might be 2 years. You don't get to decide when you become successful. You don't get to decide when the process ends. You're not God. God decides that. The creator decides how long it takes, not you. Think think of think of Abraham. God promised Abraham a son, right? It took 25 years. God made him a promise at the age of 75. The promise was fulfilled when Abraham was 100. 25 years. You don't think that Abraham gave himself a time frame like, okay, God made me a promise, or he probably fulfill it next year, and then next year came, and, you know, you're not God, man. You're not God. You can't decide how long it takes, but what you can decide is showing up every day, working hard. You can decide that. Stop putting your success in a time frame. Stop it. Everyone is different. Everyone is different. Yeah, man. Like seriously, everyone is different, man. Like you see 21 year olds, right? You see guys and girls that are 21 that feel like a failure. They feel like they failed in life at 21 years old. At 21 years of age, they feel as if they have failed in life. They feel like a failure. Why do you feel like a failure at 21? Bro, you 21. Girl, you are 21. 21, your life is just getting started and you feel like a failure. And the only reason they feel like a failure is because of social media. When they see their age mates, right? They see their classmates or their age mates, people that are the same age as them, and people that are younger that are living living a successful life. They see that when you see people on social media that are the same age as you or younger doing amazing things, now you feel like a failure. You feel like you failed in life because you're not making because because you haven't made six figures, and you feel like a failure at 21 because you're not making six figures because you saw someone on social, you saw a 21 a 19 a 19 year old on social media that is making six figures. Now you feel like a failure. Yo, those young dudes you see, those 20, 21, 22 that are making that kind of money, they are less than 1% of they are less than 1% of 20-year olds. Yeah, the amount of 20-year olds that are making six figures, it's less than 1%. 1% or less. It's a small number. A very small number. Very small. Majority of 99% of 21 year olds are not making six figures a year. That's a very small number. So don't think it's out there. Like don't think that's the norm that you have to make to six figures a year at 21. Most people don't discover what they want to do in life till they're about 27, 28, 29. Yeah, 27, 28, 29. That's around the time people start discovering what they want to do in life. And people don't make that kind of money till they're like around the somewhere in their 40s. Yeah. When you start approaching your 40s, that's really when you start making that six figure range. Yeah, that's really the ones that are that that the ones that make that at a younger age are about 1%. They are 1% of the population. Oh, and if I if you're if you're wondering why I repeat words, it's because I'm a stammerer. I stutter, so that's why sometimes it's difficult for me to get some work, to get some words out. But I'm trying my best. Just bear with me, all right? So please stop putting your success in the time frame, guys. Like we gotta stop doing that. Stop putting success in the time frame. You're not God. Stop putting success in the time frame. Stop it. You don't get to decide how long it take. It might take you 2 years. It might take you four years. Everyone is different, man. You cannot put your success in a time frame. You're not God. You're not. You don't. You don't decide when you're gonna succeed in life. You don't. But you can decide how hard you work. Yes, you can decide how hard you work towards success, but you don't get to decide when that success will finally come or when you finally achieve that. Stop putting your success in a time frame, man. Stop it. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. when you put your success in the time frame, okay, if you say in 6 months I'm gonna be this, okay, all right, what if you get hit by a car next week? Then what? Exactly. Exactly. There goes your 6 months plan. You gave yourself 6 months and then you find out that you have cancer or some or something bad takes place in your life and now you have to readjust your plan. But you see, so now you have to change your plans, meaning it's gonna take you longer now. But you said 6 months. In other words, stop putting your success in a time frame because you don't know tomorrow. That's really what I'm saying. You don't know tomorrow. Anything can happen tomorrow. You don't know tomorrow. Something tragic might happen to you tomorrow. And instead of, the 6 months plan is now a 2 year plan because something tragic took place. Yeah, you're not God. You don't know tomorrow. So stop putting your success in a time frame because you don't know tomorrow. And stop comparing yourself, please. Everyone is different. The guys you see on social media, hey, see, I can't even say, I can't even say that. Stuttering, man. Like stuttering is bad, man. But the guys you see out there on Instagram, on Facebook, or on whatever, they are like 1% of the population. They are the 1%. They are not the norm. All right. So don't compare yourself like Don't come on, man. Stop it. All right. Just work hard, show up, and allow life to decide when to decide when you succeed, or allow your hard work to decide when to decide when you succeed. Just work hard and show up every day, and the success part will take care of itself. All right. Again, my name is Mr. Josh, Mystery J, and thank you for listening.